It's your boy 12 coming at you with another Age of Empires mobile video here with friend of the channel, Cigarm. As y'all have known, I have been a little busy lately, so my account is not necessarily where it should be, so I figured why not talk to my friend and the #1 player in this game and the maker of that huge guide that we talked about on the live stream release to come help me with this. If you guys don't know, I do coaching for Rise of Kingdoms, but there is no coaching sessions going on for Age of Empires mobile, so I thought it'd be a really good deal, or a really good thing if we could kind of bring that type of coaching into another game. Okay, and here is friend of the channel, Cigarm.
Hey everyone, yep, I'm Cigarm. Day 1 beta tester in Age of Empires Mobile. Been playing the game for 6 months now, maybe 7 even. And I've been doing videos for Age of Empires Mobile for 1 month or so. You can find my channel at youtube.com/@Cigarm.
Well, Cigarm, I have no idea where to start. As you know, anybody who plays the game can see, my viewers have been letting me have it a little bit over the comparative progress of my account versus your account and the other free-to-plays out here. So look, humbling myself, and I'm here to learn.
Well, it's never easy to start, in Age of Empires Mobile. There's a lot of things to take into account, and you've been especially unlucky because in server 42, which is our server, we have been at war since nearly day 1, so that's really not the best start. So taking that into consideration, that's definitely not the best way to get started. So do you have any particular question, or do you want to make me visit your city, so we have a small
I think we should just go, because the things that I find important are probably not going to be the important things overall, whereas the things that you find important, I'll just ask questions at the end of it. Just tell me the things that you would want to look for first, and then I'll write down some notes in our DMs over it, and then I'll also post those notes. Because usually, so when I do my own type of coaching, I usually just take notes in the DMs of everybody, so they kind of know what's going on later. So I'll just take notes of the things that I think stick out, and then I'll put those on the screen as well. You can tell me if I'm missing anything at the end.
Well, the first thing I can see is that you have 40,000 Empire coins, which is very good. I can tell that you haven't, been spending them not wisely, unlike me. I can see that your troops are being recruited, so that's nice. You have technologies as well. Your queue is full, so that's nice. The difference between you and I as well is that did you ever upgrade your queue, your building queue? Because you have 2 queues right now, and if you click on the menu at the left side, sorry, there's a little hammer. Yeah, you can unlock the queue.
Is it unlocking the queue for 2 days worth it?
Early on it is, yeah. That's how I've been able to catch up. I mean, at least get a head start, I would say, because that helps you, especially when you need to disconnect, and you have a building that takes 1 day or 2 days to research, to build, sorry.
Yeah.
You're kind of happy to have that, because that's that's basically a 50%, buff to your building speed if you take you go from 2 queues to 3 queues. So early on, that's nice to have, because most buildings don't take that long. So when you're online, usually the first day, the first days, you're gonna be online a lot if you play this type of game.
Yeah.
And having 3 queues, you're gonna have a lot of value out of these 2 days. So that's definitely something I would recommend taking early on, especially if you micromanage your account a lot.
Okay, so I should be picking this up generally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until at some point you're gonna start having some buildings that take more than 2 days to upgrade, at which point this queue becomes irrelevant, basically. Because this building queue does not let you upgrade buildings that take more than 2 days to upgrade.
Ah, okay, got it.
So it's really worth early on, but later on you have basically no use for it.
Makes sense.
So that's the first part, which explains why I was able to upgrade a bit more. Second thing I want to look at is your resources. So you can go to your inventory tab at the bottom, yeah, and you click on that, small chart. Okay, so you have 9 million resources, which is nice. And what about your speed ups? Okay, that's nice as well. I see you have a lot of stamina if you go into your resources. So you can see the total, I think it's, I'm not sure if it's the bottles of stamina you have, or if it's the total stamina you can get by using your bottles, but basically stamina has close to no use for free-to-plays, even for spenders. The thing is, stamina is only used for tribes in Age of Empires Mobile. And tribes are, there's no really big event where you want to, spam tribes, unless it's MGE, so the Mightiest Governor event. During the first day you get points by killing tribes, but honestly, the point value in the MGE is so low that you almost don't care about the stamina bottles. So the best way to use this stamina early on like if I look, I'm in my account as well at the same time. If I look at my stamina, I have like 0 bottle of stamina right now.
Hmm.
So there are two ways you want to use these bottles. Like on day 2 of your server, when you're doing there's the giant roar event. You know, when you can unlock King Derrick,
Yeah.
you get rewarded by killing tribes, etc. So that's a good first way to use your bottles of stamina to get chests with resources, and I believe even empire coins, a small amount, and you get banners which you can use to summon tribes, which will get you King Derrick in the end.
Yeah.
And right now, I believe you have the Lost Supplies event. If we go to our, yep, that's it. If you get out of your inventory, you go into the milestone tab. Sorry, at the top. That's the crown. Yep, that's the crown. And if you look at milestone 9, you see Lost Supplies. And basically, defeating tribes here will give you chests with extra rewards in them. So that's a good early event to defeat as many tribes as you can if you're free to play, especially.
Is there? I mean, could there be a use enough for stamina bottles later on to where it'd be better to save them? I mean, or does the lost supplies event gives you enough to where you would just blow through and be happy with it?
Yeah, that honestly, later on you're gonna get stamina bottles anyway, and you're not as free to play. You're not gonna be able to contest the very first Mightiest Governor events. So other than this event and lost supplies, there's basically no use for stamina bottles.
Okay.
So yeah, early on I like using them early on, and then if you want to compete in an MGD like 1 or 2 months, then you can use the bottles you have gathered over time. Your resources are nice. So what do you have building wise? What's 15? Because I see your town center is 15.
The
Your
town center
embassy
is 15. I got the embassy up, and then I have to get gotta get the university, and my walls are up too. So I think can't remember what the last thing I'm trying to upgrade is. It's the hospital. So hospital, and I'm 16. And then I unlock your 15 or 17.
17 is the third hero
Oh, okay.
in your armies.
Oh, when is gear?
Here I think you need. I think it's 15 gear. You can build the forge, the smithy. I think sorry is the name.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't seen.
If you go to your that little house icon, you can see the buildings you're missing at the bottom left.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
here it is.
Yikes. Okay, now I find.
So the smithy is very. I mean, it's not early on. It's not that big. Oh, here it is. The temptation begins. So yeah, if you go into the forge, and I haven't upgraded it yet. There's no real need early on as free to play. I'd say to upgrade it.
Sure.
You can see you can forge, like if you made swords, you can already forge a few things, like this, for instance. So it's a nice little bonus, especially for PvE events mostly. So you can forge this one, yeah, for instance, and then just you just let it be. Basically, like every 2 hours, you put a new one, etc. So it's not that much of an effort. It doesn't provide that much early on, but it's still nice to have. What are your? I see you were missing an economy building as well. If you go back to that house.
In my head, like the because I'm so used to the hammer being everything, the Warhol and the. I don't have all all the other
So you
buildings.
should build every one of these, like every meal, every quarry, etc. Keep them at level 1, basically, for now, except one. But still having them is a nice, is nice economy bonus, a nice
Okay.
passive bonus.
Yeah, because I didn't have them all because I remember them. I remember you talking about the highest level one only needing one, so I just figured I would build them when I needed to build the building events.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that can be confusing indeed. So just having them, I don't think the bonus is massive, but it's still decent enough to have.
It's there.
Like basically, even if you don't use them, having them at level 1, like the Warhol and stuff, like the Warhol lets you pillage some resources, which I have been doing to our enemies.
Wait, you
And
take
that's
the
still a nice
resources when
bonus
you
to
hit
have
them?
as well. Yeah. You go to their farms, and you basically kill their army, and you steal their stuff.
There's a max you can get though from the market, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, for a second there, I thought you guys were just eating like untold amounts of resources, and I was like, wow, I'm really behind.
No.
Holy shit. Okay.
I think the limit is 2000k, 200k level 1 from the Warhol, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, not too much. In terms of like what I should be building, I remember you talked to me about building like certain commanders. There's a lot of skills and stuff, and it confused me. My audience, I'm not gonna lie, was telling me like a bunch of different things to be doing, and people don't agree with each other.
The thing with Age of Empires Mobile, which to me is a good thing, is that there are many combinations possible. There's nothing like set in stone really, depending on what you want, depending on the situation, etc. Like Josephine, for instance, you'll see people take double attack. I use double attack as a commander, but if I use Josephine as a support, I won't be taking double attack. Or it mostly depends on how you play the hero, how you place them, etc. So it's never that easy. One good thing I can see is that you didn't spread your. I mean, you have only 3 heroes leveled up.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So you have Mr. Derek, you have Josephine, and third one is gonna be like the most optimal one for your formation right here would be either Amurabi or Tribuana, which is in the wheel right now.
Should I focus on the one on the wheel right now? I did see as soon as it came out, I saw it was an infantry. If you had a preference, would you take Hammurabi or would you take her instead?
I would definitely take Tribuana in the wheel right now for infantry. I mean, for warrior swordsman. She's definitely a great hero. You're gonna keep her for a while. She pairs well with Yodit later on.
Okay. How many gems should I be spending on these?
Just go to 20 spins, basically. 20 spins is more than easy enough. That will unlock you the hero. Yeah, so you need to, that's a bit weird, you need to use every little one before being able to use Empire coins.
Oh, okay, got it. I should just do the free ones, right?
Yeah, because you'll stop at, it's not, in terms of value, it's not the best, but it's still better to spend 2,700 rather than 1,200. So just do 3, or you can also wait for the end of the wheel and unlock her passively with 3 spins.
With the free spins, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because you're not Town Center 17 yet, so there's no rush. So you can unlock her passively in 3 days.
Okay, cool. And then in terms of like the skills that I should be going for, like, so if I were to run Derek, Josephine, Tribuana, what talents and what skills should I be running, and what should I be?
So you did the first thing you did is very nice. I see you upgraded the signature skill the most, which is the thing to do. So you like Mr. Derek is level 20 signature skill, so that's the skill that is to the left with the harp thing.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing to do. Always level up the signature skill first, and then if you want to use him for PvE events, which is what you want to do with your first army. You did the right thing as well by leveling up Thunder and not Efficient Harvest, because, well, Efficient Harvest, you're not going to harvest anything, on your enemy, so Thunder is a very good first choice. And then you have 2 choices. Personally, I took 2 legendary skills on Josephine, which I will reset, by the way, because I wanted to fight during the war. I wanted to pillage some resources, have a little fun with my enemies. So
sure.
I went for a more offensive build early on, but you're not. You don't necessarily have to do that.
In terms of, so I saw you could pick up skills for like 7,000 or 9,000 Empire coins each. Should I be buying any legendary skills for Josephine and Derek, or should I just leave them as the epics?
I said something that was a bit wrong earlier. So since you're gonna have Tribuana, you're gonna get rid of Josephine, because Amurabi and King Derek have a really good synergy between them. So going for Tribuana as a third hero. So that's why we have a hero reset event, if you noticed. The moment. The very good thing about Age of Empires Mobile as well is that after the first week of the server, you get a hero reset event, which lets you reset up to 3 heroes, and you get back everything. You get XP on skills and the hero. You get skill tokens back. You get stars back, etc. Like the hero goes back to level 1 with nothing. He's naked basically.
Okay, so it'd be my best interest to reset Josephine and then focus on Hammurabi and the Will Commander.
Yeah, Hammurabi, Tribuana, King Derek.
What about the Japanese or the tactician swordsman that you're talking to me about? Are those worth investing
in? The martial swordsman.
Should I be investing in the martial swordsman in any capacity, or should I just focus on my Tribuana march?
For now, I'd say focus on one march. Like with one really good PvE or PvP oriented march, you're gonna be good for a lot of events. Like you're gonna progress in supply bounty, you're gonna progress in military exercise, you're gonna progress in island tactics. You can definitely level them up a bit if you have enough XP. Like always focus on one march first, and if you have spare resources, you can try to level them up a bit. But it's always better to have one really strong march with the best tier troops you can have, etc., rather than 2 half-cooked march, basically.
Okay, so I should remove all the XP off of Josephine and the XP.
Yeah, you can do that once you get Tribuana. For now, you can keep her because she's very good.
Okay, and then for Hammurabi, because another thing is I don't have like a lot of stars on them, so they can only go to a certain level.
Yeah.
Should I be doing this like towards the end of the reset event, and just like once I have the march in a better spot, then move all the XP?
In this particular case, I would wait in 3 days, because in 3 days you're gonna have Tribuana.
Okay.
And once you get Tribuana, you can. So there's two choices. If you are TC 17 by the time you get Tribuana, you can reset Josephine and go for Derek, Hammurabi, and Tribuana. But if you're not TC 17, you're gonna want to wait for your TC to be 17. If you're in a 2-hero march, I believe Josephine is still stronger. But when you get 3 heroes, the synergy is definitely better between Hammurabi, Derek, and Tribuana.
Okay, and then yeah, I mean I can probably hit 17. I've got a lot of resources and speeds. Okay, heard. In terms of the second skills, like what should I be leveling? Because like I see you can level up the second skill and the third skill. Like how do I know when to stop in terms of putting skill points in these? Because I don't have a ton of them overall.
Yeah. It's kind of an expensive resource to get, especially since you have 3 skills per hero to level up, so that's 9 skills in a march. The sweet spot is level 20, because the thing to know about skills is that the cost is not linear, it's like exponential, to level them up.
Yeah.
But the value you get out of each level is the same. It's linear.
Linear.
Sorry. Which means that going from level 1 to 2 will give you as many stats as going from level 39 to 40. So you'd rather have, more skills level 20, like three skills level 20, rather than 1 skill level 30, for instance. So it's nice to spread your skill points to your 3 heroes in your main army. Definitely focus a bit more on the signature skill, because that's definitely the best skill, especially for Tribuana, for instance, because she's your support. You'll notice very quickly that skill points cost a ton. Like starting at 20, 25 is gonna start costing 200, I think, per point, and it gets like very expensive. So you really wanna get the most of it.
In terms of like the wandering merchant, so I see, so there's like a couple stores that we have access to. Where should I be spending? So for like the Island Tactics store, the Alliance Treasury store, the Arena store, like what gets bought in these stores?
So that's actually a very good question. That's a question I get a lot. So if you go to Island Tactics, we're gonna go bottom to top. The best thing you can get here, so there's always a few options. If you're at war, like we were early on, the XP can help you, but you can see it's not much, like 10k XP is nothing. The skill points can help, but usually that's not your main priority. You want this store, offers you blueprints, which no other store give you. So you want to get blueprints first.
So the 20 rare blueprints?
Yeah, just take a few, not all of them, because the time it takes to forge them, you're not going to be using all 20 of them. So later on, you can buy literally everything, but for now, you don't have that many coins. So let's go with 10, for instance. Then you have the forging tools at the bottom, the goldish thing.
Sure.
With the hammer. But this is not very necessary early on. When you progress in the Island Tactics, I would definitely recommend the purple gear. This will be very nice because you will be able to craft specific gear, like gear specific to swordsmen, for instance. So you will be able to upgrade your army by a bit with time. And you will be able to upgrade them if you have a few forging tools as well, because one of the things I like about Age of Empires Mobile's gear is that when you upgrade the gear and you want to dismantle it, like let's say you made a mistake, right?
Yeah.
You want to destroy that piece of gear, you will get 100% resources back, like everything.
So for the Island Tactics spending, I should always just be looking for blueprints, and do I ever pick up the targeted forging?
Yeah, when you have spare coins, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
But you can see it costs a lot. One thing I would tell you to avoid is these iron meteorites, so the stone things,
okay,
the gray stones, because these cost a ton of resources for like basically nothing. Like you need 500 iron meteorites to build one purple gear, I believe, something like that.
Yeah.
And it costs so much in this store for no reason. While when you get into the second zone of the game, so the King's Land, you can basically farm in armories and you get a ton of these resources for free, basically. So it's better to spend time farming armories rather than buying iron meteorites in this store. That's kind of a loss.
Okay. And what about ascending gear?
So, this is nice here. I think blue ones are kind of worthless, honestly. Purple one can definitely be useful until you switch to legendary gear. So when you unlock purple gear, definitely go for the ascending, purple material as well.
Okay, so for this shop, I just focus on blueprints, really, and then later on when I have
Yeah,
more, I hit up the targeted forging.
blueprints are nice because when you get like tons of blue gear, etc., you can still dismantle them anyway to get resources.
Okay.
That's never lost.
Then in terms of the Alliance Treasury, I already bought a couple teleports in here, just because.
That's very good.
Okay, cool.
That's the first thing I always buy.
Cool. And then, so what else in here is worth picking up?
The XP is definitely worth early on because you want to upgrade your first army
As high as you can.
as far as high as you can, because that's going to be what will give you more XP in events. For instance, Island Tactics, I was able to go to 200, I think today 250 even, thanks to that one army I have.
Got
Like,
it.
there's no need for more early on, so...
So I should be buying this and pushing Island Tactics, and
Yeah,
then okay. So should I just buy out this XP now?
yeah, definitely. That's kind of a cascade thing, you upgrade your heroes so you get much more advanced in events, etc., and you get more resources to spend.
Fair.
The skill XP is worth taking as well. I think it's not. I think they give quite a lot of skill XP, and it's a weekly buy as well. So it's definitely worth it. The resources I would avoid. They're
Okay.
kind of costly for no reason. You still have, resources left. I mean, tokens left, so you can take whatever you need. If you need, if you want to push, for T4 or something like that, and you're missing a few hours of research speedups, you can definitely take that. You can take the construction and the building speedups as well. So basically, the rest I would say is depending on what you need.
So I'm probably just gonna buy the research speed stuff because I always need this.
But you can see, yeah, you can take that, and if you click on your tokens at the top, you can see that there's a weekly limit, and you can see you can get a lot of alliance codes per week. So you can definitely spend a lot on this shop. It's definitely the most beginner friendly shop early on because you get a lot of tokens for basically just existing. So this is a very nice shop. Definitely try to empty it whenever it pops.
Okay.
Whenever you can, I should say.
Okay. Then in terms of the arena shop over here, I should be looking for, I assume, XP. So let's see, Alliance Treasury.
So Arena is kind of special. Arena is one of the only ways to get universal medals, which you have at a limit of 5 per week. Personally, I took the XP because, like I said, we were at war, so I wanted to compete a bit. But
Sure.
that's not something I would recommend. Like you can see, you're close to having the threshold for the medal, so for one medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely look for that whenever you can, I would say, because like it's a very scarce resource. They are not giving a lot of that, especially for. So it may not seem like a lot, sorry, but one medal plus one medal, and it's so rare that you kind of want to get them whenever you can. These top.
Okay, got it. So just medals from here, and then.
Yeah, the thing at the bottom is for rings, which is not yet unlocked.
And then military exercise. This is just from like killing people on the map, right?
Now, this is a new expedition which unlocked, I think, yesterday.
Oh, okay. What should I get?
So this is something you have to progress in as well because you will get passive tokens which you can spend here. And the nice things to get here, I personally like. On my main account, I like the training speed ups because that's one of the only ways to get them through expeditions. Because Island Tactics doesn't give any, Island's Treasury doesn't give training speed, Arena either. So I like training speed here, but research speed is actually very nice as well because it's on as a minus 20%, resource cost. So if you need a research speed early on, that's a nice way to get it.
Okay, so we'll say like research or training speeds from here. Then for this shop, we don't touch this one, right?
Yeah, this is something you want to avoid, except when you have no choice for skills, for instance. But that's basically the only reason you would ever touch that.
Okay, and then there's none of these skills I need, like particularly early on, right? I'm just focusing on whatever skills the commanders currently have on. Or for the lineup that I have, should I be buying one of these?
You may want to take Earth Crush on King Derek when you upgrade Tribuana, for instance. When you get Tribuana, sorry. Because he's going to be your commander, so you always want to have a commander that's a bit, bit taken care of, I would say.
And King Derek, since he's free, is a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, King Derek is going to be with you for a long time, as we say. You get him to 5 stars with the Giant's Roar event. assuming your alliance still has banners, etc. And I think we're gonna do banners at 20 UTC today, so that's gonna be a way to unlock medals. And so passively, you're gonna get King Derek to 5 stars in like 20 days, I believe.
Is there a so I see? Is there like an event that rewards you for spending Empire coins, or should I just buy this now?
There is, yes, but I don't think it's available only. There's another. There's an event, sorry, called Alliance Glory, where you have quests which can reward you for spending Empire coins, but it may be unlocked later in the game. Like in beta, we had it 3 months into the game, so it wasn't early at all. But I don't know what they will do with newer servers.
Okay. Well, I just until I need it, so I'll just keep in mind that I want Earth Crush, and then I'll just buy it later.
Yeah, if you see that you're really stuck, especially in events, and you don't know why, and like if you have your skills to level 20, 25, your army is nice and neat, you have speed to the max, etc., then you may consider unlocking a skill or two to help you progress. Especially now, since you have these reset events, like it's a one-time event.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to experience, etc., it's always nice.
And then in terms of just the regular merit shop, I assume this is gonna be not too big of a deal overall. You just pick up whatever if you're fighting.
Yeah, like it's mostly luck based, honestly. At this point, it's just a random spin every day, and you see what's in there. But then yeah, you take whatever you can or whatever you have. Always fish. I see there's fish available.
Yeah, I always do the fishing. I'm not particularly good at it, so I also get flamed by the audience for that one.
Yeah, that's not easy. It's not that easy.
Getting better, okay, step by step. Okay, so in terms of commanders, that's pretty good. We get everything to level 20. We're looking to focus on Derek, Triviana, and Hammurabi.
I can give you another tip for heroes if you want.
Sure.
Because you have like, how many armies do you have available right now?
I have 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on getting my 4th right now. I'm like right on the one research for the 4th.
That's nice because one more army means more resources.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I always advise, especially for free-to-play, if you go into your heroes, you have your main army, right? Which will be your fighting army, which will be your PvE, PvP army, etc.
Yeah.
Until they're nice enough that you can invest in a second one. If you look at Cleopatra, for instance, or Darius is a good example actually. If you go to Darius, he's at the bottom, that birded guy. Yeah. So rank him up to level 25, and what this does is you can see you unlocked his first skill at the bottom, right? You unlocked his gathering speed ability. So level 25 is very easy to get. It doesn't cost a lot of XP. And if you go back, you can see that in the talent tree, you have unlocked 3 talent points, which is enough to get the 10% gathering speed. So with just that, like every gathering heroes you get, so Cleopatra, Darius, Yi Sun-shin early on, and there's King Derek as well. With that, you get, for basically 0 resources, you get heroes that have a big bonus to gathering speed. And just like the buildings, when you can micromanage early on, you're kind of happy, to be able to send your army back, and that 10% gathering speed plus the skill, it will really make a difference early on in terms of gathering.
So I should also get this second gathering speed down here.
Yeah, if you're not gonna use her for anything else, you can definitely do it. And resetting the talent tree is just like 50 empire coins, I believe. So
okay.
But yeah, just 25 is enough because that way you save XP for your main heroes.
Got it.
So you can do that, for Yi Sun-shin as well if you have him. Even for purple heroes, if you have some, you have Yi Sun-shin.
Oh, okay. So I get him.
So you can see he has a gathering ability as well. So if you get him to 25, that's basically the same thing as Cleopatra and Darius. And you can put this guy in your, in one of your 3rd or 4th army with Cleopatra. You pair them together. There's no real. You basically don't care about unit type, or you don't care about.
Yeah, because they just gather.
Yeah, they just gather. So you just pair them together, and that's about it.
In terms of talent, it's only your first commander that gets talents, right?
Everyone's talents is important because you can see, if you check at Derek's next talent in your talent tree, if you look at his next unlocked talent at the top, it says increases your commander's normal attack. So that means that even if it's a secondary in command, it's gonna buff your commander. So everything is important in the talent tree. That's the same for the gear. Like if you put gear on your secondary hero, it's gonna impact the whole army.
Is there like a sheet of talent trees that people should be running, like perhaps on like a Discord that you have or something like that?
I am working on it because I'm getting a lot of questions into it. I think I sent one of King Derek to someone, so I will send you that if you want. I'm definitely planning on making like a big video with talent trees from every era, but that's gonna take me a while. But that's definitely planned, yeah.
Okay.
But mostly, if you're playing a might hero, which is the case for Derek, you want to take might whenever you can. One good thing to take is damage reduction. You were just on it.
This one?
Like this is very good because this is passive damage reduction from any skill, any damage, any incoming damage. That's very good.
Because it does look like there's not like a bunch of different options when it comes to talents. Like, you know, you're just gonna take the non-gathering ones and call it a day. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, cool. So
these are they're just minor differences every now and then, but that's about it.
are there any other things that you would see on my account that you, because those are most of my questions, but I also don't know if I don't know enough to know all the questions I should be asking.
We're gonna run down your resource tree right now.
Okay,
Because
cool.
that's a lot of, like, it can be overwhelming when you start the game, that particular tree. So yeah, let's go there. Okay, so that's very good. The first thing you get, so the thing I did as free to play is you go for research speed 1. And if you were like in my case, you notice that when you go to research speed 1, at some point, I need to upgrade my university. So while you upgrade your university or your town center, you go into the military tree and you upgrade your tiers, your units. So I think that's what you had to do as well. So now that you have research speed 1, you can definitely get to deployable troops 1. And you can even speed it up. Like you can, what I did, because like I said, it was wartime. That's also why I got ahead so much. It's because I sped up everything towards deployable troops 1 and TC 17 when I was at TC 15.
Yeah, you did. I did just wake up one day and you're like over 1,000,000 power, and I was like, oh, I'm like horrifically behind. I was like, cool.
Yeah, basically I had to speed everything up because I was tired of getting plundered, like they were eating my troops, etc. So I was like, okay, I need to power up a bit.
Yeah.
I need to have more gathering troops, etc. One thing I will advise for free to plays is whenever you speed up something, because I had many people who told me, bro, how are you like 1,000,000 power? I have no resources left, even some spenders. And I was like, okay, but what are your resources looking like? You should not speed things up when you don't have any resources left.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do in a game like this is panic farm. Like, oh shit, I have no resources left. I must send my gathering troops gather things. Like whenever you want to speed things up, always make sure you have enough resources to start another research behind. And when you're TC, I don't know, like TC 17 must be like 1 day of research, something like that. Like if you don't have enough resources to build something after your TC 17, let's say, then use that 1 day of building time to gather resources, to fill up your stocks, and then you can speed it up if you want.
Yeah.
But the worst thing you can do is speed everything up and not looking at your resources count. But I see you have lots of resources, so you're good.
Should I be speeding up to deployable troops too? Because I'm pretty close to that. Should that just be like a jump I make pretty soon here? Especially with the event that's asking me to push like 50k power per day.
You can definitely push deployable troops 1, yeah. Of course, always look for the embassy assists. Be sure you have the 13 out of 13, which you have, so that's very good.
Yeah.
The good thing about early alliances is that you're gonna get that embassy assist very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have 40 people online right
now. When should I worry about research speed and building speed too? I know the third one isn't really that important, but when do these come into play? Like what town center should I be when I start upgrading this?
So what I did is I went to TC 17. That was my main goal. I went to research speed 1 and deployable troops 1. So you're close to close to all of that. You're close to TC 17. I mean, you could realistically you could push it if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Deployable troops 1, and then I would advise you to unlock 1 T4 because that's gonna again help you a lot for events. Sorry, just 1 T4, so swordsman in that case.
Yeah.
And then you slowly grind towards research speed 2. And when you have research speed 2, you can entirely focus on your
war tech,
on your military tech. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Was there any other things that stuck out to you about the research?
Yeah, one thing you can do, it's not much, but if you look at the beginning of your tree, like one good thing to do early on is only focus on one military type. So I know my first troop is going to be swordsman for a long time.
Hmm.
So it's nice to get that swordsman attack to 5, just this one, not the other ones, because the other ones you want to keep them from. So you can get swordsman attack to 5, that doesn't take a lot of time, and the training speed as well. See, like it's just 4 minutes. Basically, you're just gonna
Oh, I didn't even see this training speed went to 5. Oh, okay, that's yeah.
like just the basically just the helps from the embassy will research
Yeah,
them for you.
for sure. I didn't actually know this went to 5. I thought it was just 1.
So yeah, I would take training speed to 5, swordsman attack to 5, swordsman defense to 5 whenever you have time,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Okay. Should I swap into China? Because I saw a lot of people were China, I saw some people were Japan. I just kind of held on to it. I didn't see like a huge difference. I thought China obviously had better for the resources, but it didn't look like anything was hugely different regardless of what I did.
The thing is, I mean, it's not a lot, but if you look at French, it's a cavalry-oriented civ, right?
Yeah.
The bonuses are not that. I mean, gathering troops defense is not gonna matter. Really. Resource exchange rate is like very irrelevant in game, sadly. So you would like to go for Japanese here
Okay.
because Japanese will give you 5% swordsman defense, which is not that bad considering that swordsmen have a good passive defense. I mean, a good base defense.
Got it.
Obviously, you don't care about the attack bonus against player citadels at this stage, but the 10% bonus against tribes are gonna help you against, like in the supply depot, supply bounty event, exploration or expedition. I don't know what that is exactly, but like it's an event where you need to basically kill tribes on the open, and the troops look better than the French troops as well. So that's a big
Very
overall.
true. That's it. And the cool factor is important. All right. So we swap into Japan. Is there anything else that that strikes you about the account that I should be looking at, or is that most of the things?
Yes, go to your events tab. I'm gonna see. So, in Age of Empires Mobile, you have, yeah, claim that definitely. You have a lot of exploration or events, expeditions, sorry, where you have passive rewards. So, supplies bounty, for instance. Like supplies bounty, you should be at level 40 by now.
For this?
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can grab the resources, you can claim them. It's a bit counterintuitive to get them, but you get some resources, you get some speed ups as well, healing speed ups and building speed ups, I believe.
Okay. So I
And
should
then you have
take.
to challenge them manually. Yeah.
Okay. So I should basically I should reset. So I should unlock Trawana, reset Josephine, probably reset because Cleo's at 40. I mean, those 15 levels, I could probably put like most everything into Derek, and then just slam
Yeah.
these until 40.
Yeah, definitely. Like you can challenge it right now, and you'll see you'll get a first completion reward, which is always nice to get. The first ones are very very basic. You won't get any loss during that event. Even if you lose, you don't get any losses, just likely wounded troops.
Okay.
So you'll see when you defeat that bad boy, you'll get first time completion rewards, which I don't even remember what that is. Maybe speed ups.
We get through supplies bounty as far as we can.
Yeah. So Throne Turmoil is going to be set up by the Alliance. Yeah, you can see some resources and speed up. So that's the only event with passive rewards in this event center. Then you can go to expedition. Sorry, I'll always mess up the two. So expedition. So here you have actually 3 events with passive rewards. So the first is the Battlefield Survivor, which the stream always loves. So you have the 7 hours of rewards back in there.
Yeah.
So that's always worth pushing. So you can go to, like, by now you should have unlocked everything basically.
Okay, yeah, I definitely haven't. I've been doing a little bit more, but I'm trying to set aside more time too. So there's not actually that much more. I thought there was like 10 pages, and I'm on like
No.
3, because it just seemed very overwhelming for me, and I was like, okay, I've got to like set aside like 6 hours sometime to just go through this.
4 is the last one, last
Okay.
level. So you'll get passive rewards here at the bottom left, which is actually quite nice. This event only lasts 1 month, so that's an easy way to get resources and XP early on. You can see Blader started a barbaric giant, so you should join that. Like if you go back, you can see that they started rallies against barbaric giants.
Oh
You
yeah.
should join that because that will give you King Derrick medals. And then you have the military exercise, which you unlocked yesterday.
Yep.
And the island tactics, of course. So this, you should basically put one army at the bottom left, where there's an icon. Yeah. You set up your army. So Josephine Derrick, for instance, is in your second army. That's so. This army setup is only for this specific. You need to put a random commander, I believe.
Oh,
Like this setup you're saving right now is only for the military exercise. It will not mess up your actual in-game setup. So
okay.
and this is basically you just progress through the stage with your army until the last until the end, and you unlock your reward, etc. And then you get passive rewards as well, which you can spend in this store. And basically the same as Alien Tactics.
Sounds
It's
nice.
just you just beat stages and you get to the end and you get.
And then okay, so next we should probably clean up the spending.
So what you should be doing with your repair consumer?
No, I'm kidding. I'm talking about spending.
Okay. Well, you can ask Godzilla for your vouchers.
I'll spend vicariously through some of the members in the alliance. Sometimes I see the chest rolling. I'm like, I love this.
Yeah.
What are other things you normally look at?
What do you have in your quest tab? I see there's at the top left. I see there's an icon. Yeah, it's red. You need to do your dailies. Yeah.
Yeah, I generally do the dailies. I save the challenge quests until I need the resources, just because I don't want to have them opened in case like somebody attacks me.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah. You'll notice that it's really missing a claim all button. But, but do your dailies is nice. Regarding exploration, rewrite the stage now. Well, when you don't need any more stamina, you can definitely take in the expedition. Sometimes you have green quests. Sorry, these are nice doing because they will evolve with time.
Yeah, and they give you the Hammurabi coins, or
I think it's Darius.
Oh, they give you the whatever they are. They give you some kind of like commander coins, and I was like, these are great. Yeah. I focused a little harder on expedition than I perhaps should have. I don't know what level other people are at, but
it's fine. The one thing the nice thing about tribes, so the other thing you can use your stamina for, that they will give you a resource, skill, XP, etc., which is nice early on to have heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, exploration is very good because as you level up, you'll notice that there's an icon with a big odd helmet, which is kind of the boss thing. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
And this one evolves, so you can see it gives you epic hero medals, but at some point it will give you one universal legendary medal every day until you reach level, I believe, 100 or something like that. So in total, you can get like 100 medals, I believe.
Okay, but so this is really worth pushing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just the first few days, you don't really want to focus on that, just because you want to have your alliance with alliance funds, which you get by killing tribes, and because of the King Derrick event, which rewards you for killing tribes as well. So
okay, fair.
And I believe that's pretty much it. Did you do the? You didn't do that. Check at the top between the wheel, the chest, etc. You have the quiz thing at the top. You can actually fill questionnaires and get a few rewards, which are nice, honestly. Free to play, so do that when you have some time.
Yeah, I was gonna do that later today. I remember the last stream I did. They're like, "You're not doing it, blah blah blah. You're delaying it," and I'm like, "Hey, guys, it says I have 3 days. Okay, give me a break." Yeah, but I'll definitely make sure to do those as well.
So that's pretty much it. If you go into the store, like the thing we don't name usually the store, sometimes they give you some types of not this one, the one below. So on daily special, you can still get the free chest. That's not too bad. That's 1k. You never know when you're gonna need.
Yeah, it's very true.
And I believe there's another one at the bottom. I believe you can claim that as well. Like you're gonna passively get the Outshine medals at some point. Like after 5 weeks, you're gonna have enough medals
to
unlock her, and she's a very she's the best gathering hero in the game. It's nice to know.
Okay.
If you go down, there's another free chest you can claim, but that's really I think
that's the growth fund ones.
I think that's VIP store. No, not VIP store. I don't remember. Or value packs. It's value packs. You can get a sweet chest for free with 10k of each resource. Hey, that's not bad. That's 30k resources every month. Okay.
Yeah, 30k I did not have before. Very fair. Okay.
And that's basically just chase after every red dot.
All right. Well, I won't take too much more of your time. Again, I appreciate it. I know you've never done any coaching stuff like this, but I do think the community could really use stuff like this. I think it'd be very helpful. Thank you again, guys. I'm going to put Sigarm's channel in the description below, and I'm going to flash it on the screen right now. So thank you so much for coming through and giving us some of your valuable time. I appreciate it. Is there anything you want to say on your way out? Anybody you want to shout out, or anything you want to plug, like videos you're working on, or things you're interested in that nature?
Yeah, well, I'm still finishing my lineup guides, which have been, a big part of what I've been doing, and I've started a real beginner-friendly guide where I go through most of the basic menus, because I've noticed that a lot of players who didn't play Kingdom Builders before or are completely new to the game because they see Age of Empires and they want to try the game.
Yeah.
So basically going through menus, like explaining heroes, like very basic stuff, because again, the interface can be a little overwhelming at first. So it's a very, very beginner-friendly series, which is called First Steps. And I'll basically be going through every menu of the game, etc., explaining things in details, very simply, as simple as I can, for everyone to grab some concepts and specificities from the game.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you again for your time. I appreciate it, and
Thank you, man.
hopefully the next collab we do is one where I'm mildly more intelligent in terms of the game mechanics. I'll see you around, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, and catch y'all later. Have yourselves a good one.
See you, man.